Hey, welcome back to another great episode of the Geek Centurions. It's your boy Eli.
And it's your boy Kelvin. We're back for another great
Oh yeah,
episode.
another great episode. It's been like a week, right?
Yeah, it's been a week, but
Yeah,
yeah. We,
we're
we,
doing
we
good.
used to do bi-weekly, but now we switched to a weekly, so we keep ourselves busy.
Yep,
So
just to make sure we don't go mad and stuck in our houses and stuff. Sit here,
yes,
just read comics.
playing video
Watch TV,
games,
anime.
read
Oh, speaking
comic
of
books.
anime, Kelvin.
Yeah. Anyways, yes. So if you guys haven't watched our last, what would you watch animes? We did one in which Eli here recommended me to watch a classic, if you will, Mobile Suit Gundam's The Origin Story, and it was a
Well, there's
great.
no origin story in the title. It's called Gundam: The Origin.
Okay,
But
well,
sure,
yeah. I mean, I got close enough in that spectrum,
you just
but
added an extra word.
yeah. I thought it was great. I continue watching it, and and I'm pretty sure Eli has a great follow up series to that. So I'm excited for that. But now to my recommendation, in which I thought it was a good anime. Um, it was okay. So I'm just gonna leave it as Dumbbells no Kito something, just because I don't know the full title. But translated to English, it is How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? And yes, ladies and gents, it is as implied in the anime. It is a workout type anime. But it's has some lighthearted comedy. It has a good array of characters, and there's a good amount of character developments despite it being a short series. But yeah, Eli, your quick 2 cents on the show, if you will.
So surprisingly enough, I did enjoy the very informative aspect of the show. I liked
Mm-hmm.
how it taught you some interesting things about when it comes to doing exercise. What is the right form, what's the right stretches to do, what do you need to do in order to put yourself in a good dietary sense,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can achieve essentially the goal that you wish to achieve in working out. And I think that's something you don't tend to see in a lot of media,
Mm-hmm.
where they try to make exercising seem kind of fun, because you and I were basically nerds, and most nerds, not to say this is a generalization, but most nerds don't like to work out. I mean, I
Yeah,
do. I know you do.
I do
But
as
it's like,
well.
but essentially, it's like this is like a fun way to teach people who don't tend to exercise, a good way to keep up the whole exercise.
Yeah.
What are your
Okay.
thoughts on this show?
Watching the show, again, despite it being a short series, I enjoyed it. Like I said, the sense of like the whole um the lightheartedness of the comedy aspect that comes in there, I feel like it was a nice touch. And the obtuse overstretch of like the American stereotypes, if you will, that is overtly put in there, especially the broken English. It's not constant, but it is like subtle amounts of it. Like basically there was an Arnold Schwarzenegger and a whole American referring to American
Yeah, they
media.
had a DeLorean in the background. I'm like, what,
Yeah.
what?
You're like your face when you saw the DeLorean in the back, you're like, huh? What? You were confused initially, but but
Yeah, no,
again,
it all made sense when they were like, oh no, she's the cinephile.
yeah. And anime likes to stretch out American media, if you will. Like they like to stretch out the stereotypes
Mm-hmm.
from time to time.
Not in a good way sometimes.
Yeah. And somehow they get away with it. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um do you
Well,
have any
most people don't watch it.
yeah. But yeah, any questions you have on the show so far based on the 3 episodes you watched? Like anything you want to know about the characters, about like how the plot will
so,
develop? And
so
yeah.
I'm guessing, and this is just coming from the intro, is that sooner or later more there's more of a cast members coming in,
Yes.
because essentially
Yes.
we end with four, two characters whose names I can't remember off the top of my head,
Uh-huh.
and a teacher and one actual instructor who already just became one of my favorite characters in the show.
Oh, really? Oh, which
Yeah, Machio, right? That's his name.
Machio-san.
Yeah,
Machio.
he's got a running gag that I'm like, you know what? I can't stay mad at that. It can't just, for one, it's always. I'll explain it later when we
Yeah,
get to it.
uh-huh.
But
Okay.
my
Yeah.
that's my question is
Mhm.
yeah, my question is, so how are the other characters? Not going into spoilers, but how are the other characters going to be like? Not
So
going to spoilers.
right. So without going to spoilers, you are correct. Even in the intros, even in the intro itself already, there are going to be more characters for sure. You've met. I think you've met probably the majority of them already, and then there's only going to be, I think, like an additional like two more. So in total, there's going to be
Mm-hmm.
six at the end. Oh gosh, I feel like it was like I feel like it's an all like female Power Rangers squad. I don't know. I don't
All
know why.
right,
I don't know. I don't know. It just
you're getting
randomly
it off
popped
the
up in my
Power
head.
Rangers, man.
I don't know. But yeah,
It's like a
there
Power
will
now.
be eventually six. One is essentially, I guess, an associate of
Mm-hmm.
one of the characters. Like
Mm-hmm.
they work together, like coworkers kind of deal. And the
Mm-hmm.
second and the last character to associate to join, it will be a foreigner. Basically, it will be
Mm-hmm.
is a foreigner character that will join this join the squad, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so pretty much the goal of the anime, but the plot of the anime in and itself is like, yeah, they're all trying to get, you know, they're all trying to achieve that peak physique, if you will. They're all like doing ways to where they try to motivate each other
Mm-hmm.
to try to like get fit, and also through and through all of the wholehearted communist with, of course,
Mm-hmm.
Machio-san, flexing, if you will, every so often. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Um.
Any other questions you got for me?
So I think my next question is that is there gonna be a point where they all kind of realize this is kind of silly? I don't want to be as fucking ripped as that one dude.
Yeah.
Can I just stay at a certain weight?
Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
I don't know. For me, it felt like they're all trying to be like kind of like him. But my
Yeah.
question is, do they each have their own like little goals to achieve? Like one just wants to slim down. Like the only one I know is that the third one, the teacher, where she just
Yeah.
wants to like she just wants to slim down. She just
Uh-huh.
wants like a nice little figure for
Uh-huh.
her little thing that I'm not gonna get into because it's spoiler.
Uh-huh.
Um, do each of the other girls have that
Uh-huh.
sort of desire?
Mhm. Yes, they each of them does have their own specific goals in which,
Okay.
yes, they're trying to achieve, the physique that they want, but they have their own um intentions on like getting
Mm-hmm.
to that. One of the main characters, Hibiki, yeah, Hibiki, no,
Yeah.
yeah, Hibiki, basically, like, she's her struggles is like the whole, like, yeah, she wants to have that, that nice body, that nice summer bod, but she also has an issue with like oh, I want this summer bod, but I love food, I just want to eat because I love to eat, that's her issue.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I guess, for her, that's a personal goal for her that she's trying to overcome, is that she wants to have this, but nice body, but at the same time she completely has to like revamp her the way she eats and everything, like, especially the amount of calories that she
Mm-hmm.
puts in every day as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, but yeah, each of the girls do have a specific goal in which to achieve,
Mm-hmm.
and I think, surprisingly though, I think Machio-san also has a goal as well. You, like, it's not shown in the first few episodes, but as the series
Mm-hmm.
develop, you will see, like, yes, despite him being overtly like built and jacked, like the like like, I guess, like the stereotype of like the typical bodybuilder, but he does have a goal though, but you will
Mm-hmm.
see it in the later of the series,
I'm guessing his goal is to be Mr. Universe for sure.
somewhat in that context, but like there was
All right, so I figured it out now. Like, it's like, all right,
somewhat
I
in that
like that.
context, but there's like
All right,
there's more to but there's more to it. It's
okay.
more than just having the title. It's like, oh, like, there's a reason he has this specific mindset and a specific goal
Mm-hmm.
to get to that, I guess, Mr. Universe status. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
What else you
What
got
was
for
it?
me?
I have one, at least one more question. I'm trying to
Okay.
remember trying to figure out the best way to phrase it.
Yeah.
Um. I had it in the top of I had it like at the tip of my tongue.
Uh-huh.
Essentially, what my question would have been entailed is to how you know. Okay, now I remember.
Yeah.
Essentially, so throughout each episode they show off like what's the proper way to do this, what's the proper form to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't remember the name of the machine that they use, the one where you work the back of your muscles, you go like this.
Oh, lateral pull down.
Yeah, the lateral pull down one. Will
Yeah.
do most of them entail and a sort of exercise that you can do that's easy for beginners, or is this, or do they like slowly get to like more complicated ones? Like where they showed her how to
Mhm.
do the leg lifts, but
Yeah.
instead of you can't do leg lifts, do a plank, and planks are pretty easy. The
Yeah.
only issue is that you can't how long you can last in it.
Hmm. So, we didn't necessarily go like there. So in each episode, right, there's an after credits, and like we didn't necessarily watch the after credits, but after me explaining to you, you kind of got the gist of things. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, in the after credits, they actually break that. They actually, so in the actual episode themselves, and this is for every episode, by the way, or for most episodes, they do break down like explaining what the exercise or what the machine does for your body. They do explain it, and then in the after credits, they actually have like this little like, oh hey, you can do these exercises at home, or I guess in a way,
All
home
right.
workout styles. Let's say you don't
Mm-hmm.
have the equipment. Let's say you don't have the tools. Oh, you can use this. You can use everyday household items in your house, and
Mm-hmm.
that can serve as your weight. Like I know for like I said, the dragon flag, yeah, the dragon flag lift, or the plank. You could, that a plank is something you can do at home as well. And for the dragon lift, let's say you don't have like a machine, or like a workout machine to grab onto. Oh, you can grab onto like the foot of a
Wait,
table.
aren't they also called leg ups? The dragon flag.
I know it's leg lifts. I know it's that,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I guess like dragon boat flags is that's like another name altogether. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but the leg lifts essentially is like, yeah, you can also grab to like the base of your bed or a table, and you can also do that same exercise at home. So that's in the after credits. So in the after credits, they actually do break it down, and
Mm-hmm.
in a way to where it's kind of like the whole like the home workout videos where the trainer goes, all right, here we go, guys, and one and two, and like they actually count
Thank
with
God I
you.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Um, I
So
guess
yeah.
to pick it off that, do they show variations of a workout? So like you know how you said we talked about if you can do the dragon the leg up the leg lifts,
Hmm.
you know a good alternative is the plank. Do they ever show something like that? I know this has become more of a workout shit, but that's what the show's
Essentially,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
what the show's about.
yeah. No, but each exercise that they explain and end up
Mhm.
showing to the audience, like they do have they will explain several variations of it. Yeah.
Okay, all
Hmm.
right.
They do explain that. Yes.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
that's about all the questions I have at the moment.
Okay.
Um,
So obviously you'll have some more as we, if we decide to continue, kind of
if
deal.
we decide to continue,
Hmm.
yes.
Okay.
Um,
Now I guess leading up to that, would you continue?
so, uh, Kelvin,
Yes.
did I ever tell you look beautiful today?
I already know what you're gonna say.
um, so it's not what you think.
Uh-huh.
I'll start off with that.
I am
Um,
intrigued. So enlighten me.
so would I continue watching this?
Uh-huh.
The Considering there has to be a yes or no answer,
Yeah.
I would have to say no.
Okay.
And it's not because I didn't enjoy it. I think for me, it's not something that I would actively continue to watch.
Okay.
It's not something that, you know what, I'm gonna sit here and binge all. There's 13 episodes, right?
12 episodes,
12,
yeah.
12, 13 episodes, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have that sort of incentive to watch.
Mhm.
As much as I enjoyed some aspects of the show, like I said, I like the how it explains, different workouts. Some
Mhm.
characters I thought really just Macho San. I think that's the only character I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Um, there's still some things I think that are great about it, but
Mhm.
for me, it's not a great show. It's not a bad show. I think it's just an okay show. I think
Okay.
I don't feel very you know I don't feel like I have to go and watch the next episode. I feel like I can just I feel like if I need to kill 20, 30 minutes, just pop up an episode and I'll be fine.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
for the now for the juicy part on my end. I
Oh
need
no,
to,
the fun part.
I need to find a way to convince you to
Yeah,
continue
you do.
watching.
You do.
And I'm not. And if you guys know the shtick between me and Eli, I'm not the best at convincing. Somehow, like I can somehow try to convince, but by maybe barely scratching the surface, I can just barely nitpick, like just nitpick at you just for enough to
You
where
can climb
okay,
a wall and you're just trying to like pluck a
I'm trying
hole into
to
the
like
wall.
I'm trying to chisel, I'm trying to smash, I'm trying to break that cold hard exterior
That
to get to your heart. And yes, I went there.
all right. I mean, we're talking about you're either a Squidward or a SpongeBob in this situation. Either you chisel me with one hit and I'm fucking
Oh no, I'm
gone. Fucking
SpongeBob and
like,
you're Squidward.
oh no, man. I'm
It,
the key I'm the Marvel you're trying to make into a thing.
oh my god. I'm
You're trying to make
DC.
me watch it, so therefore I
I
am the Marvel.
I
You're trying to
I
make it your own image. You're trying to
oh
make
my god.
me watch the show.
I'm Zack Snyder and
All right.
okay,
Oh.
so okay. So I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Bike okay,
Give me
so
your
yeah,
best shot.
what's up?
Give me your best shot.
All right. Fuck. Okay.
Give me your best
Okay.
shot. Far
Oh my
away.
gosh, you did one there. Okay. I will say
Mess up.
this. I always say this. Like, as a fair judgment, that you gave that it's not a great one. It's not a terrible. It's a okay. It's mediocre, and it's something that you would let's say you want to kill time. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I will say this though. Uh, in that moments that you're killing time and watching the series, you decide to watch an episode or maybe two. I will say this: there will be there will there's definitely like I said, there's definitely character developments for the characters that you know of so far,
Mm-hmm.
and there's gonna be like once they introduce the characters, I think probably by like episode I think it's either 6 or 7. Yeah, either by 6 or 7,
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole cast will be introduced at the point, and it's just continue. It just goes forward from there, and I will say this right now without like going to full spoilers. The series itself will span in the time of like a year. So it will
Okay.
span like from the start until like the end of the series. It will be essentially one full year, right? And
All
within
right.
that, yeah, within that time within that year span, um, you will see like you will grow to love maybe some more characters, and maybe there'll be some other characters you'll be like, why? Like towards the very end, you're like, why? You were so
So
close,
you're
but
saying there's
why?
gonna be a point that I'm
Yes.
going to be extremely invested that I want to continue watching.
Not extremely invested, but to a point, but it's gonna be to where like you will
I will develop a
somehow
liking.
you will develop a liking. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's the lightheartedness way of saying it. You will develop a liking to the characters. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I will say that. And
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this,
mhm.
Kelvin. What if I didn't enjoy the comedy? Because this is essentially a comedy anime,
Essentially, yeah,
and I'm not saying it was bad comedy. Just it
yeah.
wasn't something that I want to like laugh at. It's more like
Roll on the
it's
floor
funny.
laughing, LMAO.
Well,
Yeah,
not like not in that sense. More like it was funny. I guess
yeah.
that wasn't that funny.
Okay,
Kind of
I
like
mean,
you.
bitch. I
But I
will say
got you to
this.
laugh though.
Nah, I will say this. Like I said, it's super lighthearted comedy. It's not meant
Hmm.
to the whole like, oh, like you're just dying of laughter and whatever. Um, and the light I know I use this word a lot, but the lightheartedness of comedy that you do see in there,
It's wholesome.
it's wholesome. I will say that it's very wholesome. It's very like warm. It's very warm feeling. And like I said, it's you will grow a liking
Hmm.
to the even to the comedy, even if the comedy is like even when the comedy at times will seem flat or it seems mediocre or it seems like
Hmm.
it's just okay. It made me chuckle. You will get that. I will say that you will get that feeling.
See, I don't think I will because like it's still not a series that I like I said I don't not bashing on it. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't feel like it's a show that I want to come back to.
Okay,
That's kind of my thing,
fair enough.
and really, I say it's a comedy because like that's the main stick of it. It's comedy,
Mm-hmm.
but hey, you're learning something. But
Yeah,
I personally say that I'd rather have just the information and not have the comedy in it.
yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I will leave you with this, because I'm not sure what else to add to this. Um, so I guess in a way, if you were to continue, this is the if part here. If you were to
Mm.
continue, what would you expect out of it if you were to continue?
So Kelvin, if I were to continue this,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna because I don't feel like it. You need to do a better job of convincing me, Kelvin.
I know.
You need to do.
Like I
You,
said, I'm
you need
not.
to think it. You need to think about why I don't want to watch it and what you can do for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
considering, um, I can get why people enjoy this. Like, I mean, I've never seen the show,
Mm-hmm.
but I was introduced through clips of it, and then the clips I thought were more funnier in context
Uh huh.
now. But like, it's like I said, it's just a very fine show. I don't
Okay.
feel like getting into it as much.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Um, I guess. Do you have any final thoughts? Do you have any final questions
You're
for me?
you're you are a horrible host.
Like I don't know. Like I don't like I like I don't know what else could I say to try to convince you to like continue
Well,
watching this anime. In a,
focus on the stuff that I've said I felt that I didn't like,
okay.
or focus on the stuff that I did like and try to convince me to continue watching. Try
Okay.
that.
Huh. Okay. So you said that. Oh, you mentioned that. That yes, it tends to be informative, right?
Hmm.
Let's say that you were to skip over the informative parts. Would you be more hooked onto it? Like these are stuff that you
Well,
can
I
like.
enjoyed the informative parts. It's the
Okay.
other stuff around it I did that I didn't like.
Oh, you didn't. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I wasn't invested as
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay. Okay then. Yeah, you're right. I suck at convincing you. uh, um, man.
Hey, Cullen, how's the chiseling that the statue of Adam coming along?
Uh, I b- if I'm lucky, I'll get a crack. I'll get like if I'm lucky, I'll get like a crack or some kind of chip off the
Hmm.
wall here. And yeah, I'm. This is
I feel like
kind
you
of.
were expecting me to enjoy it, weren't you?
I honestly thought it was, and like okay, no, obviously not fully enjoyed like I had, but like at least to an extent that okay, they yes enjoying the series to where like you would continue watching it, and we could continue talking about it. But then now it's like oh, like
You got to be prepared for these, man.
yeah,
You can't
yeah,
you can't just expect for me to enjoy something because you enjoyed it.
that's true. That is true. You and I have both very different taste when it comes to anime.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Not saying it's a bad. I mean, I've
It's
said it
it's
before.
it's not.
It's not a bad show.
No, it's not. It's not at all. But it's just like it's just what you might find entertaining. I might not think the same way. What I might find is funny, you might not share the same sense of humor that as I have. But it's
Oh,
just
we've noted that.
yeah, very noticeable in the past few
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah. It's. I think what we need. What's. I think my issue with. Why do I keep saying issue? I don't have an issue with this show. I
you
think
you
it's
do
just
you
I'm
do
not.
you do use that word a lot, like issue, and I'm like, I feel like just tell me,
I'm trying
Eli.
to. I'm trying to. You keep interrupting me, you
Yeah.
crazy little dude. But no, my my interest in it isn't as vast as you are.
Okay.
I can see what makes this show good. I
Mm-hmm.
can see it. I don't really feel as invested on it, and maybe it's because like it's just me and like comes to like most animes where like I just don't feel as invested in it,
Mm-hmm.
even though like the guy right next to me is just like, "Oh my god, can you believe that?"
Yeah.
Or in your case, "Oh my god, this is hilarious," and I'm just like, I mean, it's funny. I'm not going
Okay.
crazy on it,
Yeah.
but it's
But
it's
but
not a
but
bad show.
right. So but going back to what you said about this is a time killer episodes if you, or time killer series if you will. This would be
Hmm.
something that you would say, "Oh, like I don't feel like, I don't feel like, playing games. I don't feel like reading comics. I just want to watch anime. Oh, okay, I just want to kill like, maybe 20-30 minutes of a
Hmm.
time. Oh, okay, I'll just pop in an episode of this."
Or I'm
Would you say
waiting for my clothes to dry in the at the dryer, and I just
exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
So would this be something that would this be a series that you would, yes, you won't continue, but still give it a shot, and maybe, just maybe, in that moment of time killing, would you still continue to the end? Even if it's just one at a time. Even if it's just one little baby steps at a time, would you consider? Just maybe consider, because it's time killer. Because it's a time killer, if you will.
I like
I made you
how
smile. That, guys, ladies and gents, this has never happened before. Because normally, like, Eli would say my comedy is dry or I'm boring or it's like, but I made him smile. If audio listeners, I know you can't see it, but visual watchers, I made Eli smile, and that has never been done ever. So, to answer the question, would you? And I made him laugh too. Cool.
because you're not gonna like the answer.
The point to all that is I made you smile and I made you laugh.
You
That
made me
is what
smile because you're
that's
not gonna like the answer.
that's one
This whole time you're just trying to build me up. It's like
that's one check mark I got just for me
it's
to like, yeah.
it's a you won the battle but you lost the war situation.
Oh my god. But eh.
Because that's how in reality, it
Yeah.
just I feel like it depends on if there's not an anime that I want to watch at the moment. Maybe yeah.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Um,
So what is?
I
Oh
mean that
man.
being said, I'm sorry you were
Uh-huh.
gonna say something, but
Yeah.
I forgot a little bit more add to that. But
Mm-hmm.
essentially, again, I think it depends on how bored I am, and I'm considering how the situation we're in. I'm probably gonna be
Mm-hmm.
bored a long time.
Yeah.
Um, maybe every once in a while I'll check it out. I'll admit to that.
Okay.
Every once in a while, it's you know what I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's why I wasn't as invested in it
Mm-hmm.
because we watched 3 episodes back to back.
So do you feel like maybe watching on your own time would be better? Like you said, like it's like if
Mm-hmm,
I'm bored, which the majority of us are now these days. It's like, if we did all the things we wanted to do and there's nothing else left in the day to do, like there's no other way to kill time. You did the things
mm-hmm.
you wanted to do. Like you invested enough time into, I guess in your case would be reading comics, playing video games. I don't know, waiting for food to cook or whatever. Then it's a time killer. It's a time killer series that you would watch a couple
Yeah,
episodes,
it's
but on your own time, essentially.
I think that would be a better way to phrase it
Okay.
because so like think of it this way. When you watch a show, say on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, and you
Yeah.
just binge watch the whole thing, and you're like, what now?
Yeah.
I
Like
feel like
what's next?
yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes that show kind of is better off being a binge watch.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this show is that show that it's better off when you watch it once
Okay.
every week.
Yeah.
If you have the time,
Mm-hmm.
is the question. It's
Okay.
like that build up, like, oh, I can't wait for that for Machio-san to make me laugh again. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see how the next way he flexes those unrealistic muscles.
Unrealistic pectoral deltoids and biceps and triceps and everything. Yeah.
Hmm. like all that.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna like I think that's how this show was intended to. Like now that
Mm-hmm.
it's out, now that you have all binge watching it, I'm not as invested in it,
Okay.
and I would say that probably Kelvin, you still need to work on convincing me because I'm still kind of gonna watch it.
But I did get it to a point to where you would consider doing it if you had nothing else to do. If everything you wanted to do throughout the 24 hours in a day that we
Mm-hmm.
have, out of the 24 hours in a day, you have a couple of hours left, or you have whatever time left within the day,
Mm-hmm.
you would use it to pop in an episode or two. I did convince you on that. I did somehow convince you on that. Just one. Just not. I didn't say okay, just a couple, but one. But like I said, little baby steps at a time. Big small little steps. And we're back
Yeah,
to the monotone look.
depends on where we're on the list of my watch stuff because I still gotta watch a lot of stuff to be honest. I still gotta finish watching Legion. Then I gotta check out Shira because a friend of mine keeps recommending me that.
Okay. Oh,
And
was it Shira?
yeah,
That's the
that's a
female.
Netflix show. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I was gonna say yeah, it's a Netflix show, and also essentially like Shira was like the female, the feminine heroine
and
to He-Man,
this
right?
is a little tangent, but she's the sister of He-Man.
Oh, that's what I figured. Yeah.
Man, they look alike. They both say with the power of Grayskull. But anyways,
By the power of
once I get finished with
Grayskull.
all, yeah, once I maybe want to easy there, buddy.
Yeah.
Once I get finished with all that,
Uh-huh.
maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But not as apparent, not enough to make another episode. I'll say that.
Okay, fair enough.
So
I will ask you at one point if you do happen to finish it. I will ask you at one point how did you enjoy it? Because you will again because once you get through that whole like I've done everything I wanted to do for the day. I have some time left. What to do? Oh, let me go ahead and pop in an episode of this, and then maybe I'll let Kelvin know what I think if I do.
That's if like one episode if like one of the later episodes is able to convince me to go like, you know what, I'm gonna binge watch the rest of this. Maybe that's when it'll happen. Maybe when hell freezes over.
Oh my god. Okay. The whole if pigs flies situation. Okay.
Technically, if you go with Dante's interpretation of hell, it's already frozen.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why it's enjoyable. I like some of the character designs. Machio's like I said, I think he's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's the head, man. That head, I don't like it.
Normal size head, like overly.
No, it's just like that plain Jane face that he has.
Okay.
Like it's just like every generic like anime. Not I'm gonna say like background.
Every generic anime male protagonist.
Yeah, like he's just like the background character.
Oh yeah.
Sudden, like the neck doesn't even look right on him.
Like, yeah.
There's a simple like here's the head, the neck, and then like think of Terry Cruz's body.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
You know what it is? It's that you seen Jimmy Kimmel, right? Was it Jimmy? No,
yeah,
with
Terry Crews, with Jimmy Fallon with Terry Crews, yeah. They Photoshop
CGI his
they CG'd Jimmy Fallon's body. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. I'm just like it's so jarring to me. That's probably why I like him because like I just look at him. I'm just like I know this is not right.
Yeah, but it's still funny as hell. Right. But it's still funny as hell.
Funny, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I would probably just continue watching it.
Okay.
I mean, Macho-san was pretty cool. But that kind of gets me to my point. I just don't really, if I know it's a comedy, and most of the time when I watch a comedy anime, like say School Rumble or whatever,
yeah,
I will say it is on my list to recommend you. Whether or not it's next depends on how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Like it's funny in ways that I'm like, oh my god, I can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
And then I know all the characters here. I can barely remember 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
Like
so it's more of like okay, like will the characters me memorable to me once I finish or once I, if will I still remember these
It's like, do
characters?
they stand out enough?
Yeah. Okay.
Because like I just remember I asked you like, do they all have the same goals or they all have separate goals?
Yeah.
Because I don't
Which in
remember if
which
that
they
was an
yeah.
yeah. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't remember if that was established by the first two,
No,
three
yeah.
episodes.
It will be established later on for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I
So
just know about old blonde girl whose name
the
is
so he was it. Yeah, Hibiki.
yeah,
The
that's the only one I know because like that's her. She's the straight man of the series where she just like takes all the jokes and goes like, "All right, I'm just moving along,"
yeah.
kind of stuff. And I know her struggle because like they continuously show us. Which, first of all, I'll admit that's a smart thing. I love that. I like that thing where they did where like every time she munches, like, okay, this is how many calories that one piece
That
of
that that food item has.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, now see that I like. And that goes back to what I'm saying about
Mm-hmm.
how this show does a good job of showing the difficulties of maintaining weight, gaining weight, and all that stuff. I can already tell
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah, and
because like
nutrition. Yeah.
yeah, because like working out is also a big nutrition thing.
Yeah.
It's not that you can't eat what you want. It's more like instead of having those 8 tacos, that sweet crunchy quesadillas or whatever, instead
Yeah.
of having four, maybe have like 8, maybe have like 4, or just eat like 3 and leave one for tomorrow,
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You don't really hear that if you're just a generic person who doesn't work out and
Mm-hmm.
is worried that you can't eat your favorite cheeseburger from Whataburger.
Yeah.
Yes, and we love our Whataburger.
Yes. No, no, yeah. I was gonna say yes. No, I know. I paused because like a lot of people would. I'll side tension on this. A lot of people would ask me, "Oh, Kelvin, since you've been to both California and you live in Texas, which you prefer, Whataburger or In and Out?" I'm like, is that even a debate?
Dude, I've
Is
tasted it now. It's all right. It's not
I will say
there's
the
not
fries.
it,
The
it,
fries are.
it's not Whataburger.
It's the fries when they yes I do see it is freshly cut from actual potatoes and it is fried in front of us, but when it comes out, it's still somehow bland. I don't know how you do that. It's like if it's supposed to be freshly cut, it's supposed to be good. Especially when you fry it, it's supposed to be good, but it's not. I don't
listen,
understand that
listen, Kelvin,
logic.
we're getting way off track. We're
Yeah,
getting way
but
off track.
yeah.
But no, it's like yeah. I mean, I can still eat my Whataburger. I just gotta save it for our cheat day on a
Yeah.
Saturday maybe because I feel
Hmm.
like a Saturday is a nice day for a burger.
Yeah.
But essentially, yeah. I'm not saying that. I mean, that's an aspect that I liked about the show that I wish they can like do more. I don't, but the whole comedy bit is probably why it works for it because like they try to make it easy for people to come in and like know about it. I
Hmm.
already know most of this stuff,
Yeah.
but it's just I don't know. I guess the comedy wasn't doing it. Like I said, the comedy wasn't doing it for me. I
Okay.
don't know unless you think the comedy gets better as it goes along.
I'd say it's still a little early, like once you start watching like more of the series, like you start watching more into the like more of the episodes, you start to get further into the series. I feel like you may or may not change your mind about what you initially thought.
Hmm.
Like it might change your expectations, just maybe. I will say that.
Um,
Yeah.
no, I mean you're probably right, Gilvin. I'm
Yeah.
just I don't know. Maybe I think maybe it is that your comedy and my comedy are two different things. I'm
Yeah.
more of situational comedy, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff. I don't know what kind of situational dark comedy, all kind of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's
It's like when comedy comes in at the right moments and it's not the overkill of or it's not overplayed, it's not the overkill
hmm
of the character, like because I've seen when comedy kills the character, like like if they're all known for this but that's all they're known for and nothing else, then I feel like it kills it. That's when the comedy dies out for
hmm
me. It's like
yeah.
yeah, but if it's something to where if I would rewatch it again and I could still get a laugh out of it, then okay, yeah,
Mm.
that's good comedy for me.
I mean, I get that. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the same for me. Like, I can watch Spaceballs or any Mel Brooks movie and be like, that's nice. I can tell you
Yeah.
right now, if my brother was here and we talked about Spaceballs, you would just see nothing of us just like repeating a lot of the jokes.
Hmm.
I even did that with a coworker once. We were just like, which joke was it? Water, water, food, food, oil, oil, room service, room service. Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just I don't. I mean, the show's good.
Hmm.
I feel like I've said that a bunch of times, mostly because I'm trying not to hurt your feelings because I know you were very invested on this show and you were
I
really
was.
hoping
I was
you're
hoping.
really hoping that I enjoy this.
Yes, I did. I did. Very true.
And I keep saying I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But it's just no that I
It's
did.
fine, Eli. You gave me your honest take, and I'm glad you're being honest. Unlike some people that I know who can't be upfront with me about stuff. I
Yeah.
know. Sorry, that got a little personal, but
Thank God it
um.
wasn't at me. Then this would have been a very awkward podcast.
Oh no, yeah. But but I am glad you were upfront and honest with me
Yeah.
about your take on this, and
And I've said it before. It's not that I wouldn't watch this show. I just wouldn't watch it now.
yeah.
Maybe, like I said, every once in a while,
Okay.
and then like I come back to you and like, hey, Kelvin, that show was pretty okay.
Yeah.
Or in your dreams, I love it. I loved it.
Okay. Like I said it was good. I never said, "Oh, this is the best anime I've ever watched in my life."
It's the best comedy I've seen in my life.
That is for me on my end. That is an exact. That's a little overtly exaggerated.
No, no, but I mean, this is a good tryout to see what happens of when we're not um agreeing on anime. I mean, I think I think it would have been really bland if we just continuously enjoyed each anime that we recommend each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said,
Because right.
yeah,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say because like if we just enjoy it, then it's like, oh man, we're all enjoying anime. But it's like it's good to know that we all have varieties of tastes.
Yeah, it's like there are some parts we enjoyed. There's some parts we didn't enjoy. So it's
Mhm.
nice to have a little it's nice to have a diversified view on things.
Yeah, and the
So.
fact that we're both being honest with each other about it, like you said, you enjoyed that I was honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, most people are like, oh come on, man, what you got? Yeah, you don't know what's funny. I'm like,
Yeah, I have had conversations with people on that whenever I said as in a particular anime was good, and they're like, no, it wasn't this good. This is what sucked about it. I'm like, okay, well that's what you didn't like. There are some parts I didn't like about it as well, but I didn't have to go into full
mhm.
12-year-old temper tantrum about it, which you and
I think
I
that
have
depends on
had.
how bad that series is in reality,
Yeah.
and the
I mean,
person who's examining how
and
bad it
also
is.
you and I, we've both Eli, you and I have both had our experiences of having conversations with people who, for some reason, they get butthurt when their favorite series is uh
Or
critiqued.
they shit on you for liking a certain series
Yeah.
and feeling like that this other series is a way better series.
Then
Like,
this. Yeah.
yeah, I've told you this story before, but
Mm-hmm.
that's another time, another place kind of
Yes.
talk. But honestly, I feel like there's even some shows that in my list I'm like, I can totally see Kelvin not wanting to continue watching this.
Mm. Okay.
Boys is gonna make a great episode. I'm gonna be like,
uh,
Kelvin, listen, I know,
you gonna
but
give me are you gonna give me a full NDA right now, Eli?
I'm gonna what?
Get. Oh, do you know what NDA is?
Sounds familiar. Give it to me.
Not non-disclosure agreement.
Maybe.
I,
There might be
I knows it.
some
I
stuff that
knows it.
there might be some stuff that we might not want to mention on a podcast.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say that. But no, but it's still a good show. I'll give you
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, personally, I just not want to. I think it's kind of like Breaking Bad. Like I know it's a good show and it's a
Yeah.
great show,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't feel like that invested to continue watching.
That was with me with The Walking Dead. Like I know it's
Yeah.
good. It's just like I keep hearing it will get bad. Like it's gonna get like bad and or worse later on. Like from what I've heard, and I've seen
Hmm.
scenes from that. I'm like, oh, I can see why. So this is why I choose not to continue the series.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I
But
feel like
yeah,
this is a good. I mean, I could totally see them doing a second season of this stuff. But I'll be honest with that.
I I was a little surprised they haven't announced it's like a second season. It's like when you get to the end, right? And it's like that's it. Like, wait, I want more. Like there's not even an OVA. There's not even a
I
news
mean,
of
it's
second
only been out
season.
for a year, right?
It's been out for. Let me look it up real quick here.
Yeah, because I feel like if it's been out for a year, it'll take a time. It'll take its time to release. Don't worry. So long as they don't pull
Oh
Attack on
no,
Titan, where they don't.
it's been out for a while. What do you call it? Uh, Hold on, let me see. So the manga itself dropped 2016, and let's see, the anime was released. I was surprised there was a manga.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
there
enjoy the
is
manga more.
possibly because there is 9 volumes total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 9 volumes in total. 12 episodes, and no, yeah, it just came out. Oh, just last year.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
there might be a second season. Hey, you just said there's 9 volumes.
Yeah, nine
Might be
volumes though. So
might be
so
my
so, so it
maybe
might
this will get me. Maybe I'll find
possibly
out that Machio-san is going through some sort of
some
huge
some really dark shit or
I
some
don't
really
it's like not even
like
comedy anymore. Huge like tone shift. And
yeah.
I'm just like where he has to like I don't know like
Uh, you know what you know
start
you know
taking
what
drugs, steroids. I'm like Macho-san, no.
you know what I think? It's like it's either that or it's the whole like, oh, Machiya-san used to get bullied the heck out of in school. Like he used to get beat up. He used to be that scrawny kid that everybody would just pick on him, and then like yeah.
I would watch that. Like he just shows up the next day at school, like a
And
little
then
four like foot kid,
4 foot,
and he's
4
already
foot,
just
4 foot
doing like
11, and it's like,
stuff.
and he's like starting to work out, and then all the kids like, ha, Machiya-san's trying to work out. He can't work out, and then like I don't
The
know, he
next day
joins
he's like, "What'd you say?"
yeah, or he joins the powerlifting team. Oh, if there is a powerlifting team in an anime, I am done. That's it. Shut down everything. I'm done. If there's a powerlifting like he joins a powerlifting team or a weightlifting team in the anime because we've seen sports animes. There has yet to be a weightlifting.
If we're talking about sports anime specifically, you know what I want to see?
Which one?
An MMA
Oh
anime.
yeah.
You know what's
Or
funny? This is
well,
gonna
I
be a
mean,
little
like because
another.
yeah, no, because like there has been martial arts anime already. Was it?
Mm,
Oh, I was always curious. There's Baki, right? And then I feel like there's another series that's like related.
Baki no Kagura, something like that.
Yes.
They're both on Netflix.
Are
Yeah,
they are they the
they're more of like the Vale Tudo kind of shit.
are they in
But
the
I'm
same
talking about like
universe or no? Or by the same
I don't
artist?
even know. I've never checked both of them out. I just know they
Yeah,
have two distinct art styles.
yeah.
I think there was a manga I read a while back. I'll even recommend it to you.
Hmm.
Um, that was all about MMA, and by the fourth or fifth chapter, I was like, I'm in. I'm
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Oh, this dude. The only reason this dude wants to train is because he got his heart broken
Uh huh.
by a girl, and he's just doing this to like like just just to get his mind off it.
Yeah.
I'm in. I mean, that is a reasonable reason
from
for me.
heartbreak, get superly
I've
like
seen it, bro.
superly
I've
fit
seen it.
from
It's a hell of a
heartbreak.
motivator.
Yeah,
It's a hell of a motivator.
I
But
bet.
now, I'll be surprised if they have that in the Dumbbells manga.
Uh huh.
I guess I might check out the manga now. I mean, that sounds like fun.
The artwork is it is, I will say, it is interesting.
Oh no, don't send me does that.
No, I'm not gonna send it to you, but I'm just like looking through images, and it is interesting.
No. I mean, I'll look it up myself. But
Yeah,
essentially,
yeah.
um, would I watch this again? Not anytime soon. I'll say
Okay,
that.
fair enough.
Did I
Fair
enjoy
enough.
myself? Tad bit.
Uh huh.
But yeah, we're 10 minutes away from a whole hour now.
Yeah, we've so despite Eli firmly putting his stance down that he would not continue, but we were able to get a good episode out of this. And
Well, I
yeah,
think that's more because like you have a hard time convincing people.
yeah, that also is true. Yes, very true.
So long as it's not like a life and death situation where you have to convince someone, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Kelvin, tell me not to jump. Tell me not to jump.
I mean, it's your choice.
All right,
Yeah.
that's on you, buddy.
Yeah. All right, but yeah,
Uh,
we're near the hour mark of the episode. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in, and this was a pretty enjoyable episode.
I think it's my turn next, right?
Yes,
All
or
right.
wait, are we gonna save it for now, or like you're gonna
I
tell me like?
mean,
I mean,
I won't
that's a,
reveal it.
that's
I won't
that's
reveal it.
that's your call.
I'll
You
read it
know.
to you. I'll tell you after this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
And
probably
then
let's just keep it between us
yeah.
when this is until the next episode of we
Okay.
when we decide to do this. I will say for the next one, I'm still having a hard time deciding whether or not I should go with the film version or the actual
You were debating with yourself
CD edit.
for a long time on that, whether which version you'd rather show me within the Gundam series.
I mean, it's even among the fans. There's a I'll say this: it's a little hard to consider which one is better. Um, I'll figure out a way for us to decide that. Don't worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will say this: it's gonna be a long one.
Yeah, I
might
bet.
bring in Joey for this one.
Okay.
Because like Joey, like I've introduced Joey to this through the movies, and he enjoyed the movies.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I don't know. He's never seen the show. I had to. I know I've mostly read the manga version. I've watched a little bit of the original series of that original run. Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Okay.
There's so many ways that how that story was told, but it should be fun. It should be fun.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't recommend you something that you would not feel. Well, I can't say that. There's at least one show I'm like. It's like I said earlier. It's gonna be a show where like Kelvin's like, I wouldn't be surprised if Kelvin said he would not want to keep watching.
Yeah.
I kind of want to show you that one now, but
fair enough.
I kind of want to show you that one now, but you know what? We're gonna work our way to that one.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah,
like,
guys.
I don't want to abruptly cancel this little series we created and slash and because ending the show, ending the podcast in general.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it's bad,
right?
But there's gonna be some uncomfortable moments where Kelvin's gonna be like, "Eli, why'd you do this to me?
Why you do this to me? Why?" But yeah,
no, that's about it. That's our episode.
Yeah. That wraps up today's episode of the Geek Centurions. As always, ladies and gents, you guys can follow us wherever podcasts can be heard: Google Play Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iTunes. If you're on that iTunes, slap us with that 5-star. We greatly appreciate the support. Follow us on our social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and as always, we got our Patreon page. I know, again, the well is looking dry, but if you like to fill that well, even with just $1, even just one George Washington bill, we greatly appreciate the support as always. Because,
we have a lot of stuff that we want to do, and we need funding for that.
We need funding. We need financial support. We're not on our knees. We're not on our knees begging for money, but we're just like, if you guys want to see this, and we want to do this, huh?
Am I on my knees? You can't tell.
But yeah, but again, so a lot of the really cool, interesting things that we want to do, it's not possible without funding. So again, even just $1 would greatly appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
$1, 4 quarters, 10 pennies, 25 nickels. I think I said that right. 100 pennies a month. Yeah,
have a penny somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would help. But yeah,
so someone starts sending us pesos.
What?
Someone starts sending us pesos.
Yeah, I know. Oh my. Or someone starts sending us like Vietnamese dong. I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, how'd you get it over here? First of all, but
sorry, I mean,
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Like, we have international audience.
Doesn't
cool.
Translate well to U.S. dollars though. But thank you.
But yeah.
No, and don't forget to follow us on YouTube, right, Kelvin?
Yes, and our YouTube channel as well. For all you visual watchers who like to visually watch Me and Eli go
Well,
at
if
it.
you want to put a face to the voices, this is how we look. Sorry, I don't have the makeup on.
I know, right? We're not beauty gurus, so
I mean, we
yeah,
could be.
could, but
You
anything is
know,
possible.
I think with a little exfoliation, Kelvin, you can really brighten someone's day.
Hey, Ilya, I think you might want to chop. I think might want to chop those wings down on the side of your head.
Hey, man, I don't trust barbershops right now, and this is a good excuse to grow my hair out again.
It's called a DIY. It's called a DIY haircut.
Boy, do you want me to look like every bad haircut in like every TikTok or whatever?
Well, there is YouTube, so
Listen, if we get enough support, I'll shave my head off. I'll do that.
I second that. Ladies and gents. You guys hear it first. If we have a specific goal and we meet that goal, Eli shaves his head off, or shaves his head. And we're live streaming it too, by the way. With me joining the live stream.
I don't make those kind of promises.
Like I said, if we get the backing, if we get a goal, if we have a goal and we reach it, you're doing it.
No, I was just kidding. You know what, Kelvin, you have a nice lock of hair. I think you look pretty good bald.
You stay the hell away from my hair with that.
No, but aside from all jokes aside, please support us in any way. YouTube, hit the bell icon, subscribe, talk to us down there in those comment sections. If you have an idea for something that we could do, let us know.
Yep.
Heck, if you have an anime that you think that we would like, hit us up.
Yep.
So long as it's not something so long as it's something appropriate, not just appropriate, something that you think we can both enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't want no Boku no Pico recommendations.
Oh, good God.
I already said no to that once, and I'll say no to it again. Kelvin can try and convince me as much as Kelvin doesn't have to try to convince me. I'll just say no.
I didn't try to convince you for crap on that. What kind of nonsense you trying to pull out of your ass?
Oh no, I'm saying that even if you were trying to convince me, I would still say no.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, even if I try to convince Kelvin, he'd still say no.
Yep.
But no, it's been a really fun one, Kelvin. You got a good anime there, and it's just maybe not for me, or right now it's not for me.
Maybe read the manga and it will convince you otherwise.
I come back and I help make a whole episode. You're not even in it, just me like talking about how much I love the manga. And at the end, I'm like, Kelvin, I'm sorry, I doubted
how you secretly love the manga.
I mean, I read some bad manga in my day, and I read
Yeah.
some good manga in my day. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those falls in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, it's been a fun one.
Yep.
I guess this is where we call it a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Call it.
All right. Guys, hope you guys have a good one. It's been your boys.
It's been your boy Kelvin.
And it's been your boy Eli. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe and stay gold, as they say.
Bye-bye.
Peace.